All right, we're back here live. Sorry about the little hiccup there we had with somebody walking by just unplugged the thing from us. So we got our picture back. We got everything running. We're on board here with looking at Sean Medley's cars. He's after these pit stops have cycled through now. We got a little bit of change in the running order here. We got Sean Medley finding himself in second place here. 11 seconds back, trying to run down Dalton Tucker, trying to put the pressure on Dave Duberly. Dave Duberly, after that pit stop, he found himself a lap down now. Still running in ninth, so far so good for him. As far as the position, obviously you don't want to be a lap down, but so far so good for him. Nathan Ranke's in third. We got Bob Cheney, just made a late pit stop. He finds himself in fourth place. Dylan Lee's in fifth. Carl Brown sixth. Justin Munsel's in seventh. Eighth is Austin Ranke's, and of course we just said ninth is Dave Duberly. And round out the top 10, 3 laps down there is the 00, Ben Kilcrease. We know he had some issues early, lap number 12 or 13 there, when it got a little bit loose off of 2, smacked the wall, got into Robert Cheney, and gave some front-end damage to the 73 of Sean Medley early on too. But Sean's really been able to keep this thing going. Came down, threw some Bondo tape on that bad boy. Got that nose pretty much cleaned up there, and he's finding himself in second place here. Just did 2 tires on that last pit stop again, so looks like he's pretty much sealed his fate as far as what his pit strategy is going to be. But so far right now, we got a battle now for fourth place here. Robert Cheney and Dylan Lee find themselves nose to tail here. Heading down the front stretch right now. Dylan Lee's on the inside, trying to take that position away from Robert Cheney. Dylan Lee's been one of the toughest guys on the inside lane so far tonight. Him and Carl Brown, who finds himself about a second back of these guys right now. Those guys have been really, really hot on that bottom line. But these, so far, side by side right now with Robert Cheney in turns number 3 and 4. Looks like coming off of turn number 4, slide job by Dylan Lee. He's going to put that machine right in front of the 6. And Robert Cheney's going to give him a little bump heading into turn number 1, telling him, I didn't appreciate that too much, but he's going to let him have that position. Not really put any pressure on him right now with Dylan Lee. Move him up to 4th. He's going to now try to hunt down Nathan Ranke as he finds himself 7 seconds back right now from Nathan Ranke.
And looking out on the track right now, Nathan Ranke is looking to hunt down Sean Medley. It could be Sean's 2-tire extravaganza is going to bite him on the rear end here, Andy.
It just might eventually, but we also seen this out of Nathan Ranke the whole race long. As soon as they make a pit stop, man, that 71 car's fast, and he really puts a hammer down, and he's able to get going here. But then as the run starts moving on, these tires start getting a little bit older. That's when he starts to fall off. So to see him coming up right now on Sean Medley is no surprise in my eyes.
Gilcrease having some troubles on the front stretch. He instantly just got into Duberly. He's slowing down on the front stretch right now, Andy.
Looks like that 00 still having a little bit of issues. Got a little bit into Dave Duberly there. Not what you want as a championship leader. You don't want any issues. You want everyone to stay away from you. Get a little bit of cushion there.
Sorry to interrupt you, Andy. No, you really don't want to. The crew chief is out on the pit box right now. He's got a pair of binoculars, and he's trying to eyeball the number 16 as he comes down the front stretch. There might be some damage to that vehicle. They are trying to look it over.
And of course, when you got a championship riding on the line, every little bump, every little vibration, everything just seems magnified, if you will, and because you don't want any issues. You don't want something, a loose wheel, a cut tire, anything like that, causing you a win, causing you a championship. That would just be probably one of the most devastating things to do, to take it away from you right now. But so far, so good. He's still able to maintain that 9th position. He can battle Austin Ranke now, as Austin Ranke just went down a lap to our leader, Dalton Tucker. Dalton Tucker finds himself still a commanding lead, 13.5 seconds over Sean Medley and Nathan Ranke as they battle it out for second.
Yep, battling it out for second, Andy. You're absolutely correct. Sorry, my mic was having issues there. I don't know what was going on. I think somebody unplugged it. Mylan?
Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I think it was some guy walking by here with instantly a Trenton juice cup. We'll get back on to that.
And look at Nathan Rinke here trying to make the run up to Sean Medling's bumper, who is now in second, trying to run down Dalton Tucker, who is about 13 seconds in front of him. But man, these guys are giving it all they got here in the closing laps of this race.
They do, and this time by, coming to the line, we're going to have 15 laps to go. When Dalton Tucker comes to the line this time by, he's going through 3 and 4, or down the backstretch right now. Dalton Tucker, the man to beat. We've seen that time and time again all last season, Zane, and we've seen it now. 4 wins this season with those 4 weeks he had off, and now he's still putting it to these guys, throwing the hammer down on these guys, and really sticking it to them, and pretty much proving that you're going to be fighting for second if he comes to the track.
Absolutely right, but take a look, Andy. Nathan Rinke now on the bumper of Sean Medling as we drive through the backstretch going into turn 3. But they have a lot of time to make up here. Who, like you said earlier, Dalton Tucker, who is on a Sunday drive on a Sunday, never changing, always on repeat every weekend. You know, it's almost like Batman. Same Dalton station, same Dalton Tucker time. In the front, leading every lap.
You got that right. But you know what? You can't fault consistency. You can't fault talent. And this guy definitely has it. He knows how to get it done at these tracks. Tons of practice, tons of laps. You can't do anything with that but envy it, you know. And if anything, I think that makes these guys want it more. It makes them want to practice more. It makes them want to run harder and faster and try to figure this thing out and to beat them. You know, I mean, you want to beat the best, and right now he is the best, and these guys have a tough job to do.
And it really makes you ask the question, who can beat Dalton Tucker in the OIL? Is there going to be some new guy that's going to come in and just dominate and show Dalton Tucker how it's done? Or is it going to be someone that's been here, a veteran, finally figuring out how to take Dalton Tucker down a peg or two?
Well, you never know what it's going to be, but I'm watching this battle still for second place. Nathan Rinke and Sean Medling. Nathan Rinke really getting right up on the bumper of Sean Medling there as they come out of turn number 4. He's there. The draft's going to come to play here a little bit. I'm looking next time by, Zane, though, these guys are going to get 11 laps to go, and you're going to start seeing these guys. Pit stops are going to happen again here.
Absolutely. You're going to have to wonder who's going to go down first, who's going to take just fuel and no tires and hope to gosh it doesn't wear out on them and blow going into turn 3.
Well, that is going to be the question. What strategy is going to work? What position these guys are going to get? How many points can they get? It all comes down to this. And then, of course, after tonight, these guys wipe the slate clean and do it all over again. The season starts again next week in Daytona for the OIL 50, or the Daytona 50, 48, I believe it is this season. So these guys are going to battle out for 48 laps next week at Daytona. And the way they run at these restrictor plates, I can't wait for that either.
I might have to pull out my fire suit once again and get in the car. I'm gonna have to kick Ben out and duct tape him to, into his hauler so nobody notices he's gone.
Well, as long as you don't wreck anybody, I think they won't notice.
I don't think I did last time. I think I did all right, so hopefully they won't notice.
10-4, but you're watching right now, this battle for second is the one that's really heating up. About the closest battle we got on the track right now, and these guys are really putting on a show for the fans, putting on a show for us, and showing us how it's done. It looks like Sean Medley, though, is heading to the inside, and he's going to hit pit access road here. 10 laps to go on the board, and Sean Medley's first one to bite.
Exactly,
yeah, definitely.
Andy. Exactly, Andy. Sean Medley is coming down here. They once again have 4 tires out on the pit lane, but I think they're going to psych up the competition. Probably only take 2, just like last time. Watch it with you. He's going to definitely come down here for some fuel that number 73 Papa John's Chevrolet, as he slowly brings it down at an agonizing rate of speed. Comes perfectly into his pit box, as they go run around and jack up the right side of the car. Fuel only, they psyched out the competition as they called in the pit crew.
That's right, and Dalton Tucker now, he's heading down pit road. Sean Medley just made his stop, fuel only. He made his bed, basically, and now here comes Dalton Tucker. Don't want a speeding penalty. That's exactly what Dalton doesn't want. Had a huge lead, 15-second lead on these guys. Don't want to mess it up with a pit road speeding penalty, because that'll wipe that 15 seconds out real quick.
Absolutely, and we've watched it week in and week out. Victories have been lost on pit road. Minor mistakes, speeding on pit road, locking up the brakes as you're hitting the line. Next thing you know, you're spinning around and hitting the wall. So Dalton Tucker's minding his P's and Q's here as he's down pit road. Marlon, what's he doing?
They're going to do the same thing, gas only, and send him on his way. He's not talking much. The crew attributes that to a nice handling car, just like in the past few weeks. And whenever Dalton has a nice car, that's bad news for the competition. Nathan Olenke coming down pit lane. They're all coming down with service, probably gas and go as well. We also have Dylan Lee coming down pit road access. Nathan Olenke also bringing in his car nice and slow down pit lane here. Coming into his pit stop, nice stop. Crew jumping over the wall. And it's going to be a gas and go, much like everybody else there, Zane.
Awesome. Good to know, Mylan. Let's hopefully here, Andy, the scoring loops will catch up. We'll see who's leading here after these green flag pit stops finish. But, man, it's coming down to the wire. About 6 laps left to go here.
Yeah, this time by right now for Dalton Tucker, he's going to get the 5 laps to go. As Ben likes to call it, 5 laps to go this time as he hits the line. Dalton Tucker leading the way right now as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. 5 laps on the board. He's doing what he's been doing all season long when he's been here, and Dalton Tucker's still cruising on his way. A little bit of bobble there off of turn number 2, but he's smooth sailing all the way down into turn number 3. Four laps remain. Dalton Tucker heads down off of turn number 4, heads down the straightaway. Looks like Dave Duberly's right behind him, running ninth, right where he needs to be. Dalton Tucker's going to take that. 3 laps to go now. As they come down this season, this race, everything's all coming down to an end now, Zane. A little surreal. Seems like only yesterday that we started off in Daytona with Nathan Reinke taking that big win, but here we are, Homestead Miami Speedway in the season finale. As Dalton Tucker's heading through 3 and 4, and he's going to get 2 laps to go this time by.
Oh, absolutely. We're winding down the season, winding down the laps, winding down the memories. I'm tearing up here a little bit, guys. It might be the allergies, too. Here we're in Miami. But it's really sad to see because, like you said, it almost felt like yesterday we started, and now we're ending it off to go. And then next week we're going to start all over again in Daytona. So, we got a whole new season of memories coming up, and hopefully somebody somewhere is going to be able to show Dalton Tucker a thing or two because, man, he is a cyborg. He is a Cylon, something, because he is always on autopilot here in the OIL series.
He is, and now Dave Duberly's actually caught up to him a little bit here. I think Dave might have taken 4 tires here, not wanting any issues, and we know white flag is now in the air for Dalton Tucker, and we know he will not put up a fight for Dave Duberly. If he wants around him, just take it, because Dalton Tucker has got a straightaway and 2 corners to go here. Gosh, it looks awfully bad. Dave Duberly got a little sideways there coming off of turn number 2, and you don't want any issues here on this last lap. Looks like Dalton Tucker should just give way to here and let Dave Duberly get this spot here as they come down the stretch. And Dalton Tucker is going to win here at Homestead Miami Speedway. in the Homestead Miami Speedway 90. Great job by Dalton Tucker. We're going to watch these guys come in through the start-finish line. Looks like Sean Medling's going to end up finishing third. Great run for him. Great title bid. But it looks like Dave Duberly here. He's going to end up finishing ninth. And, well, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for the championship. Looks like it's going to be Dave Duberly this season. But another great win by Dalton Tucker.
Absolutely. We're going to have two winners here tonight, Andy. Dalton Tucker, who won the race, and then David Duberly, who won the championship over Sean Medling. But, man, these guys put on a great fight here tonight. Sean Medling putting everything he had on the track to get that championship. Dalton Tucker on his cruise to the victory. Here he is burning them down in front of the guys. Whoa, here comes Carl Brown. Oh, he clips Carl Brown a little bit, saying, hey, I won the race, guy. Get out of my way.
Yeah, I think these guys still had an extra lap there because there were so many laps down there. No big deal, but here comes Duberly around turn number 4. He's going to cross the start-finish line, of course, finishing ninth. Great job by him all season long. Pretty consistent, top 10s pretty much every week. That's what's got him here, and that's what's got it done. No wins, but he wins a championship, and that you pay that into consistency.
Absolutely. Let's give a round of applause to the number 16 car of David Duberly, your season champion, as he's here on the front stretch. David, if you can hear me, burn those tires down, buddy.
Well deserved. Like he said, didn't win a race this season, but a great job by him for the whole season, and that's what gets it done. Not winning the battles, but winning the war. And in this 2013 A season, Dave Duberly did that. He won the war. Here he is, champion of OIL. A great job. Big congratulations from everyone here at TVS TV for Dave Duberly and his championship. And I don't know, I think this guy's going to be burning them down for about a week here.
Oh, man, absolutely.
Him just to burn that car down and use and abuse it during this time.
Yeah, they don't need it for next week at Daytona. They got their own super speedway car ready to go. So it's time to get this party going for Dave Duberly. But we're gonna step away for a moment here, take a quick break, catch our breaths, get some drivers up around here, and conduct some things we call interviews. So we'll be back right after this. Welcome everyone back here to Championship Sunday for OIL, and we had a great race tonight. Dalton Tucker pretty much did what he's done every season, or all season long, in every race that he's been here. Great job by him again. Very consistent, very smooth. Gets the job done. Another big win. But right now, I believe, down on pit road, we got Mylan, and he's caught up with our second place in the championship and third in the race, Sean Medling. Let's see if we can not get him.
That's right, Andy. I'm down here with Sean Medling. He finished third in this race, drove a hard-fought battle, did what he had to do, but he still ended up in second place. Sean, incredible drive for you. You had to do what you had to do. How'd it go out there?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I did everything I could try to do to win it and win the whole thing, but came up a little bit short. But I'm happy with my effort. Third place, coming in right behind Dalton and Nate. I'm happy with that. But yeah, fun season. Had a great time. Yeah, just had a great time. Enjoyed it.
Sean, tell us a little bit about the incident you were involved in earlier in the race.
Yeah, we were running in a group. I think I was running fourth or fifth, I think, and then I think Ben got a little loose and hit the wall, and then everybody started scattering, and I just couldn't react in time, and banged into him. But luckily, had a quick repair, got it fixed real quick, and then right back out on the lead lap, so I didn't lose too much.
Sean, was two tires the thing to do today? Was that the kind of the assessment that you figured you'd have to do to get the championship away from Duberly?
Yeah, I spent the entire race on the same left side tires. After a few laps, this car started pushing really bad, and just from previous races, we kind of learned that staying on left side tires, it kind of loosened it up a little bit. So that was kind of the plan, was to keep it a little bit loose. And in the long runs, I started catching Nate there a little bit, but every time I started catching him, I ran out of gas. So I had to go in there and restart it all over again. But like I said, he kind of got me off of pit road, so I'm happy with where I finished it. Can't complain.
And you ended up second place in the championship. Anybody you want to thank, Sean?
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to thank David on his championship. I tried everything I can to catch him. Great job. I'd like to thank OIL Racing for putting on the league. This is great. Can't wait for next season. iRacing, of course, for giving us the platform to do this on. I'd like to thank my family for letting me do this. They're all happy for me too. And of course, TSTV. Like, thank you guys for broadcasting this stuff and let everybody see what we like to do to have fun.
Sean, great race today. Great battle for the championship. And, go ahead and celebrate second place finish.
All right, thank you. Will do.
Back to you guys up in the booth.
Thanks, Mylan. I've caught up with Nathan Ranke. Big second place finish for him here. And overall, a good season, Nate. A couple of wins, some big wins. You won Daytona, opened the season. Won again at Texas. Pretty overall, pretty good season for you?
Yeah, very good season. Had to miss a couple races, so I wasn't real high on the championship there. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Couple bad performances at short tracks, but we'll fix it.
Yeah, you had a great job. Your program itself was spot on. It seemed you were able to run right up there with the likes of Kenny Baum Jr. all season and Dalton Tucker at these mile-and-a-half tracks. A lot of second, a lot of third place finishes. Just one little thing off, I guess, as far as setup-wise or anything with the car, as far as able to catch these guys, especially on a long run. It just seems as the race gets on and long green flags, Tucker's he's so smooth. He's just able to keep pulling away and keep that momentum going for himself.
Yeah, he was dialed in. There, you weren't going to catch him tonight. I was able to run a little bit slower than him, and I could have probably stayed within a couple seconds closer than I was, but I spent the middle two runs of the race looking all over the track. I'm sure Sean can tell you, he saw me coming in on the top, on the bottom, trying anything, and every time I tried something, it seemed like it slowed me down.
Yeah, most definitely. And God, no, I mean, second place is second place, and it's a good run. It's a good run for it. It's good momentum. Obviously, they don't give me much time to turn this thing around because next week you're back in Daytona to get the next season rolling. And, I mean, it's only right up the street, so it's not that big of a deal as far as travel. But no time to waste. Got to get right back on it and got to go fight for another championship.
Yeah, that's all right. I like Daytona. I like my chances there.
I hear you. Well, anyone you'd like to thank in this second place finish here? And it looks like overall fifth in the standings here for the season.
Yeah. Thank OIL for putting on the series here. This is really cool. Thank Mona V, EMV Light. They've been on the car. And well, thank you guys for doing a real nice job broadcasting. You put these things together very well and make it a lot of fun for all of us to enjoy what you do too. And congrats Dalton on the win in the race, and a big congrats to David on the championship. He did a heck of a job.
Well, that's awesome, Nathan. Appreciate all that, and appreciate what you guys do on the track for us. Makes it a lot easy and a lot of fun for us to do what we do. So we appreciate that. But Zane, I believe you found our winner, our big winner of the race today, and that would be the 24 there, Dalton Tucker.
You're absolutely right, Andy. We're here in Victory Lane as the 24 car of Dalton Tucker pulls in. He started second. He led 79 laps. He dominated. That's why I call him Dalton the Dominator Tucker tonight here in the OIL, or not the OIL, sorry, it's the Miami Speedway 90, sorry, it's a long day. Homestead Miami Speedway 90, sorry about that. But Dalton, you won the race, you dominated, you had a little bit of pressure early on. It seemed like it backed off once the green flag pit stops came out. You were on a Sunday drive again, man. Break down the race for us here. What was going on? Were you drinking a macchiato? Did you write a new novel? What happened?
I figured if I could just stay out, maybe I could loosen the car up with those two right sides and just ease my way out. But at the very beginning, I was getting kind of worried that Nathan would stay there, so I basically just lucked out on that and got away from his draft.
And that's something I wanted to point out here. During qualifying, it looked like you were the man to beat, and then out of nowhere, Nathan shows up on the top of the speed charts there. Do you feel like he maybe stole it there from you, or what was going on in your mind? You were like, oh man, this is a totally different race?
I kind of feel like he was sandbagging a little bit in practice, and then he just kind of pulled that out of somewhere. I mean, I definitely don't know where it came from, because in practice he didn't have it, and then all of a sudden he posted best lap and kind of pissed me off a little bit, made me want to drive a little bit better.
Hey man, but here's the plus side. You won the race and you led the most laps.
Yeah, that's very true. In this league, it's all about that one green flag run, just getting out, staying out front the whole time.
Where did your car feel the best? Was it the middle, the way high side up near the wall? Was it the low line? What actually worked for you the best out there tonight?
It was definitely the middle groove in turn 1 and 2, and then turn 3, probably middle to high groove, and that was basically whenever I took 2 tires, it'd start off kind of loose, but then tighten up just enough for me.
Awesome. Well, Dalton, you finished out first here tonight. You dominated after your vacation. You got next season rolling around the corner. Is there anyone you want to thank here for the last win of the season?
I'd like to thank my new sponsor, Pepsi Max, and of course you guys for doing this. And I also want to congratulate David on his championship this year, and kind of pissed off I wasn't there to see the whole thing through, but nice job, David, and hope for a good one next year, or next season.
Hey, next season is just a week away, so everybody better watch out. You heard him. He's a little ticked off. He's aggravated. He didn't get to race the whole season, so we may be talking to Dalton Tucker almost every week next week for Victory Lane, and then championship week, and be handing him a trophy that says season champion. So watch out for him, guys. Andy, I just got done talking to Dalton Tucker. You're down there in the post-race booth. So what's going on with you guys?
Yeah, I'm down here with Matt Weisbrod, our producer, and of course we got Ben. Ben here has rolled up a chair. Tough race for him. We'll talk to him in a moment. I got Mylan down here with me, so everyone's down here, and I also pulled up the CEO, I guess you want to say, of OIL Racing. We got Austin Ranke here. Guys, welcome. Post-race show, championship show. We got it all going on. A heck of a battle all the way down to the end. First off, I want to talk to Austin here and kind kind of sum up this season for you as far as you got a new champion on your plate here, and you got the next season getting ready to roll off here next week.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better champion out of David. He's been here from the beginning, first season in the street stocks, late models, and now the Nationwide Series. And he's always did an excellent job, so it's great to have him get a championship, either him or Sean, the two that were going for it. And yeah, next season's not far away, and our numbers keep increasing, and the racing keeps getting better, so I think we're only going to see better things next season.
Yeah, we saw a couple new guys here come in. Dylan Lee, he's made his second start tonight. He did good, finished sixth tonight. He got caught up in a wreck last week, so it kind of destroyed his debut, you should say, for last week there. But seen some speed out of that guy. You've seen some speed out of Carl Brown. You got a lot of new names here coming in here, and Bob Cheney, he won the race up at Talladega a few weeks back there. So on his debut race, I should say, of OIL. So yeah, I mean the car count's getting up. We're getting some new faces in here, and of course Justin Munsell, he was a newcomer to this season here too, and these guys, Kenny Baum winning a couple of races, new to the league this season. So a lot of new faces, a lot of new talent, putting it all in here, and you got to like what you're seeing here heading off into season number 2 of 2013.
Yeah, for sure. And tonight we were missing a couple. Austin Roberts, who is also new and fast, and Kenny wasn't around tonight, and we got William Bloser, who's been out a couple weeks, but hopefully we'll see all them guys back for Daytona next week, and hopefully we'll get 20 cars out there.
Oh yeah, the more the merrier, right? The more car count, the more action, the more trouble, the more everything. It just puts it that much more exciting, and yeah, you definitely got to be thrilled about that. And you guys are doing a heck of a job over here, keeping this thing going, keeping it running, and we'd like to thank you for everything you do to keep this running. We hear it all the time from your drivers, and they appreciate it, and so do we. And keep up the good work, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the start next week.
All right, thank you guys for a good season, putting it on for us.
All right, thank you. That's Austin Ranke here, the CEO, head HMFC, if you want to call him that. I won't say the exact adjectives, but anyway, the lead guy over here at OIL Racing. And Matt, Ben, Mylan, Zane, these guys do a heck of a job over here, and really enjoyable to watch. And we got ourselves a new champion this season. We got a guy who won a bunch of races, had to miss some races, a little upset now, and I think he's going to be coming back for a vengeance next season.
Absolutely, Andy. I got to say, through the entire season, I've enjoyed every race I've been a part here in the OIL. Broadcasting, racing in from Talladega, it's just been amazing to watch these guys almost mature from what we've seen, where it was the Dalton Tucker show. He goes away for a month. Then we watch the guy, the other racers, Nathan Ranke, Kenny Baum Jr., Austin Ranke, Joseph Ranke, all these guys just kind of show up, and just you kind of see where the talent is. And we saw some amazing races happen. And then Dalton Tucker comes back, and we still see amazing races happen. We see Kenny Baum just topple over, take down Dalton Tucker at Lime Rock. It was something that nobody thought was going to happen, and it happened. And I'm just so glad to be here. And next season, I can't wait. It's amazing for these guys, what they do every week. The car count's just going to get higher. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. And I want to thank Austin for giving us the chance here to actually broadcast these races for those guys, his guys. It's amazing to do it, man. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, it makes the whole deal that much more enjoyable with the broadcast. That's for sure.
Oh, you walked back into the booth, did you now? Haha, you heard your name. You're like, wait, is that a compliment? Hold on
I
a
didn't pick
second.
him out yet.
But yeah, once again, man, thank you again. It's been a blast. It's one of the things I look forward to every Sunday is coming down here to the races, broadcasting you guys. And I just got to say, keep up the good work, what you're doing, man. Whatever you're doing is working.
Thank you, guys.
Well, Ben, I hate to do this to you, but what the hell happened out there?
Out where?
I think it was lap 13 where you almost took out the second place finisher in the standings there, and early in the race, man, it looked like you got a little bit loose there, but overcorrected, head onto the outside wall, and came across and like almost went over Sean Medling's car there.
Let's not forget the incident where he almost took out our champion.
Yes.
David Duberly on the
Almost took out a bunch of people. The car was destroyed after lap 13 wreck. Let's talk about the lap 13 wreck. Almost took out third on back in that wreck. Good job by a bunch of those guys avoiding me spinning and flipping and what have you. Dylan Lee actually came up to my car after the race. He said, "You almost got me again this week." I said, "Yeah, but I overcorrected just to keep it off of you." So I overcorrected in hopes that I wouldn't collect anybody else. Hit the wall, and then hell just broke loose after that. Then throughout the rest of the race, the car was destroyed. I got on the grass a few times, almost came up in front of a few guys. It was just a bad race for me. But we're going to start off next season pretty fresh at Daytona, and I'm going to go out and get me a win.
In the ARCA series, correct?
He's going to have to move his talent down south a little bit. Is that what we're saying, Matt?
Yes, that's what I was just waiting for I've got a top 3 car now.
Well, he said that earlier today, and he showed a tiny bit of speed, I would say, in practice. Not a lot. And
my car
said, I got a top 3 car again. And
it would have been good.
Right. He was right because he finished third from the back. So he did exactly what he said.
The Trent Juice Dodge Challenger would have been fantastic if I wouldn't have got crashed. I mean, it was fast.
Is that why I crashed? How about that sponsor? New sponsor you got this week, Ben? What do you got to say about that, huh?
Yeah, Trent Juice came on board with us this week. They're going to be on board with us all next season. I'm real happy to have them on board.
So, Ben, that was kind of a boneheaded move. You guess you would have to say that you did, right?
You could probably call me an idiot.
All right, enough about that. Anyway, great season from you, Ben. We got you out of the booth, got you down there so you can break a little bit of sweat there, log some laps, mix it in with these guys. Had a bunch of top 3 finishes there. Didn't crack victory lane. We know you wanted to, but there's always next season, and that's why we come back and do this thing. But no, we appreciate that and everything you do there, too. And, well, Matt, we got our champion here. Do we have a champion in our fantasy league too?
No comment. Andy, yes, we do have a champion, and I will just inform you that it is not the guy that was leading the points going into this race.
It wasn't.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this award. My mom, it's not me.
Did he
either,
gain 28 points? Are you kidding me?
Well, let's just break it down like this. Andy, since my pick, Dylan Lee, finished 6th instead of 5th. Yeah, I lost a few points there, total of 2 points there. So rounding out the finishing order for us, Andy, you had 32. I had 31. Ben, with his go-to pick of Dalton Tucker every week since he's been back, finished with 30. Zane had 26. Mylan, and yes, you can call the Academy all you want. You still have 1, sir.
Kill Chris. I picked you too. See
he
what
might
happens.
have a pick every week now, so maybe he has a chance this next season. But I'll take that win. That's one championship I can have. Maybe I'll get the trophy in team speak now too. But anyway, that was a great season. I mean, let's run them down here real quick. I got the final standings here for these guys. Dave Duberly, of course, our champion. Sean Medley finished 2nd, 7 points back. That's it, man. I mean, you go back a whole season there, and 7 points, man. That could be anywhere, and it's not a lot. And Sean's probably like banging his head against the wall. I know I would be, but he did a great job. 7 points back. Great job by him. Austin Ranke, of course. We just talked to him a few minutes ago. 16 back, not bad. Great job. He actually made up a couple points here this evening. TJ Woodward, of course, coming in 4th. He finished 24 points back. Nathan Ranke was 5th. Ben, he moved up a spot tonight. He moved, I don't know how, but he did. Kenny Baum didn't show up. That's why. He finished 6th. K-Baum there finished 7th. 8th was Dalton Tucker, moved up a couple spots there. He was riding 10th there for the longest time, but he got a couple spots there. Joseph Ranke, who had a good season with a couple wins, he finishes 9th, and rounding out the top 10 would be William Bloser. Great season by him. Missed the last couple weeks here, but and overall a great season by OIL Racing. And like I said, these guys are going to get back onto it next week, and I can't wait back at Daytona, get the plate tracks going. These guys are looking to get it done, Matt, and I'm pretty excited to do it.
Yes, that's one good thing. Their off season is only a week, unlike some other series that we know, mainly Sprint Cup series. You know, those other guys that think they're real race car drivers, not like the guys here at OIL that are real race car drivers.
I hear you. No, it's great. I'm glad it starts next week. It keeps the blood flowing, you know, and it makes you not forget what happened this season, and you can carry it right over in the next season. So I'm excited for it. Let's run. Zane, you ready to run these guys down through the final order here for tonight for the opening season in 2013?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, of course, Dalton Tucker, 5th win of the season, picks it up tonight at Homestead Miami Speedway with a great run. A few seconds ahead of second. We'll just call it that. Led 79 laps. He wins the race. Coming in second was Nathan Ranke. 3rd place. 2nd place in the overall standings was Sean Medling. 4th was Bob Cheney. Great run by him. Of course, he picked up a win earlier in the season in Talladega. Justin Munsell, big top 5 for him after a couple bad weeks of bad luck because somebody picked him in the fantasy league. We won't mention any names. Yeah, he finished 5th, so great job by him.
Coming in 6th was Dylan Lee. 7th was Austin Ranke. 8th was Carl Brown. 9th was David Duberly. 10th was the double zero of Ben Kilcrease. 11th was Ian Adams. 12th was TJ Woodward. He didn't start the race, so he didn't actually race at all and didn't run any laps. Poor guy. Man, I think he was my pick as well, so that's even worse.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll get them next season, right? We all start with a fresh slate of 0 on the board. So did all these guys with all these drivers, and they get a chance to do it all over again and fight for another championship for 12 weeks. It looks like again. So I'm ready to get it done. I don't know about you guys.
I'm totally ready, but I think there should be a new rule for the fantasy. Ben can't pick Dalton Tucker every week.
Maybe we'll pick something where you can't pick the same guy 2 weeks in a row. I don't know.
I don't know. We got to mix it up because it's almost like he's got his flavor every day, and it's like, come on, man, live dangerously, live on the wild.
I hear you. So, anyway, on behalf of TSTV, we're going to end this one quick before we get out of control here. On behalf of TSTV,
you know, I just want to say
OILRacing.com.
I won't be here next week. I won't be here next week, thank God.
Oh, you won't be?
Oh, no, I plan on being down there on the racing surface with these guys.
Oh, okay, so you don't have to deal with our funny stuff up here then.
Oh, yeah. I can't take this anymore.
I got you. I don't blame you. Dust off that fire suit, get it out there. Zane likes to do that every now and then. Maybe he can get out on the track next week too. That'll be nice.
Hey, that would be interesting. Just to say, Andy, we could see the old Intimidator impersonator Dale Mylan Lacey up there.
Oh yeah. Thanks a lot. You know what? Just for that. Nah, never mind. Just you know what, Andy? Just in the show.
I will do that then. As I was saying, if you like what you see, you want to get involved with this league, get down there. Get OIL.com. Get on there, log on, sign up for some racing. Come out here, get it done with these guys week in and week out. We start next week, next Sunday, the 24th. Right back at it again. You can get all the information you want on their boards, on their forum at OILRacing.com and get it done. And also for us, if you want to like us on Facebook at Team Splosion TV or follow us on the Twitter machine on at Team Splosion TV, you can do that as well. We'd like to thank iRacing.com, of course, too. So for Zane Lovett, Mylan Lacey, Ben Kilcrease, and, of course, our lovely producer, Matt Weisbrot, I'm Andy Kessler, and we'll see you next week.